Good morning. My name is Dr. James Butler. I am the Associate Dean for Undergraduate Medical Education, and I am pleased to welcome students, parents, family, and friends to the Max Rady College of Medicine's inaugural exercises and white coat ceremony for the class of 2027. The University of Manitoba campuses are located on original lands of Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, Dakota, and Dene peoples, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. We respect the treaties that were made on these territories. We acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past, and we dedicate ourselves to move forward in partnership with Indigenous communities in a spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. Please join me as we stand for the entrance of, to recognize the deanery and to welcome dignitaries and the entrance of our class of 2027. Please remain standing for O Canada, sung by our class of 2027, accompanied on piano by our Med 3 student, Albert Chen. Well done. Our soloist has laryngitis and COVID and couldn't make it today. So this is their first indoctrination on doing things on the fly in the medical profession. Well done, students. Thank you, Albert, very much. Now, it is my privilege to invite Elder Margaret Lavallee to give a blessing. Margaret is Elder in Residence at Inaugural, the Indigenous Institute of Health and Healing at the Rady Faculty of Health Sciences. Please remain standing for the honor song to be performed by Dorian Bittern.
Good morning. You can sit if you want. You want to? No? Okay. You can stand then. So, Bojo, Jashkobik, Indigenous, Makwandudem, Saging Dunji. The name that I was honored with is Water Lily, and I'm of the Bear Clan, originally from Saging First Nation. And it's really good to see all of you that will be graduating in the year 2027, I think I heard. Wow, that's a long time to be married to a university. I'm sure you'll have a good time though. You come from the best teachers and the best university, right? Right. Anyhow, I thought I would share the 7 teachings of the Sacred Pipe, and they are the 7 principles. And I hope that someday you will think about them as you're entering your field of medicine. The first one is love of the Sacred Pipe. Love is what you do, and you do it well. Respect everyone, no matter what you see. as you're learning, as you're walking this journey of medicine. 3, have the courage to do what you must do in certain situations. 4, be honest. Be honest with yourself and then with others. As you're learning in your journey of medicine learning. 5, always try to be humble. Walk with humility. 6, walk with wisdom. 7, know the truth of life, i.e., all life is sacred. So I want to say miigwech for these teachings. Miigwech ketuan kishemanito. Ebugusenda mo chiminob musayatago ka weekend asawatoma University of Manitoba gajinkadek. Miyokogo ka wigan ob moat ni wijanishnabe minani koma. Ebugusenda mang kishemanito. I'm going to translate what I said. I ask in a good way for all of you, on behalf of all of us, to the Great Spirit, the grandmothers and the grandfathers. When you graduate and you become a doctor, that you will always be kind to your patients, and especially the Anishinaabe, and especially the Dakota, and especially the Cree. All of those ones that come before you, for you to take care of them and to teach them the best way you know how, and to be able to speak to them. So I ask all of you to think about all of that, because no doubt you will be seeing our people as you're training, as you become those doctors. And this is my hope and my dream. I don't know if I'll be here that year you graduate. That's a long ways away. But I wish you the best in your journey of learning. Miigwech, a kinendinawe maganak, all my relations, thank you.
Thank you, Elder Lavalley, Dorian Bittern. You may be seated. I would like to begin by introducing our platform party and special guests. Dr. Peter Nickerson, Dean, Max Rady College of Medicine, Dean, Rady Faculty of Health Sciences, and Vice Provost, Health Sciences. Dr. Michael Benaruk, President and Vice Chancellor, University of Manitoba. Dr. Joss Reimer, Allen Class Memorial Address Keynote Speaker, proud University of Manitoba alumnus, and Chief Medical Officer and Lead Medical Services, WRHA. Lynette Saragusa, Chief Executive Officer, Shared Health. Dr. Anna Zomek, Registrar, the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Manitoba. Dr. Aviva Goldberg, Associate Dean, Student Affairs, Undergraduate Medical Education. Dr. Sarah Goulet, Associate Dean, Admissions, who unfortunately is unable to attend, sends her regrets and offers her best wishes. Dr. Sarah Israels, Associate Dean, Academic Affairs. Melanie McKinnon, Executive Director, Ngomazwin. Dr. Maury Pinsk, Assistant Dean, Undergraduate Medical Education, and Elder Margaret Lavalley, Rady Faculty of Health Sciences, and Dorian Bittern. Welcome, honored guests. I am now pleased to introduce Dr. Peter Nickerson, a prominent physician and researcher in the field of organ transplantation, Dean of the Rady Faculty of Health Sciences, and Dean of the Max Rady College of Medicine at the University of Manitoba, and Vice Provost Health Sciences. Dr. Nickerson, a distinguished professor of internal medicine and immunology, served from 2015 to 2022 as Vice Dean Research in the Rady Faculty of Health Sciences. He was previously Associate Dean Research of the Max Rady College of Medicine. He's a clinical nephrologist at Health Sciences Center and a medical consultant at the Transplant Immunology Laboratory at Shared Health. His current roles include serving as Medical Director of Transplant Manitoba, the Flynn Family Chair in Renal Transplantation at the University of Manitoba, and Medical Advisor for Organ Transplantation for Canadian Blood Services. Dr. Nickerson, a 1986 U of M alumnus in medicine, completed his postgraduate training in internal medicine and nephrology at the University of Manitoba, and subsequent postdoctorate fellowship training in transplant research at Harvard. He joined the University of Manitoba faculty in 1995 and immediately established a clinical research program in transplant medicine. Internationally renowned in the field, his work has significantly enhanced patients' access to transplants, reduced their risk of organ rejection, and improved their quality of life. Dr. Nickerson's numerous awards include the Clinical Science Established Investigator Award from the American Society of Transplantation, the Medal for Research Excellence from the Kidney Foundation of Canada, and a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Canadian Society of Transplantation. In 2021, he was honored with the Dr. John M. Bowman Memorial Winnipeg RH Institute Foundation Award in recognition of his outstanding research accomplishments. I invite Dr. Nickerson to the podium.
Thanks very much, Dr. Butler. My mother would be very happy to have heard all that. Good morning and welcome to the class of 2027, our inaugural day exercises. It's really a pleasure to welcome everybody here today. President Michael Benarosh, Ms. Lynette Saragusa, Dr. Joss Reimer. We also have in the audience our former Dean, Dr. Dean Postal. We also have our past Dean, Dr. Arnold Neymark, and past President of the University. It's great to see you both out here today. And I'm really pleased to see the class of 2027. You really are our future, and we're looking so much forward to getting to know you. And we especially want to welcome the family and friends that are here today. Well, today you're embarking on a new journey to fulfill what for some has been a lifelong dream, to become a physician. Congratulations to you and to your proud families and partners who have supported you along this demanding journey. It's truly an honor to be welcoming you here this year. You comprise our largest medical school class in history with 125 students, and this year marks the University of Manitoba Medical School's 140th anniversary. We began as Western Canada's first medical school in 1883 with 13 physicians and one school inspector coming together to establish the Manitoba Medical College, a facility that relied on volunteer instructors and had no building to call its own. Today, the Max Rady College of Medicine remains the province's only medical school and educates and trains the majority of Manitoba physicians. And you are joining us at a pivotal time. This is the first increase in medical school seats in 15 years. We're undergoing a generational expansion in health professional education at the U of M, including undergraduate and postgraduate learners in medicine and at colleges across the Rady Faculty of Health Sciences, which will enhance Manitoba's health, human resources, and transform health education and training across all our disciplines. This fall, we're excited. We're going to break ground for the construction of a new multi-purpose building on our campus, which will accommodate our additional class size expansion. The multi-story building, supported with a commitment of $40 million in funding from the provincial government, will house classrooms, simulation labs, and a theater for the increased number of medical students. As well, it'll be home to the Dr. Gerald Nisnik College of Dentistry's new dental clinics, on Gomasin, our Indigenous Institute of Health and Healing, and a new 90-space child care center. When I sat where you are today, just over 40 years ago, I felt the excitement and the apprehension of starting something new. What I know is your hard work has paid off. You've been rigorously evaluated, and it has brought you to today's white coat ceremony. And I know that we believe you have the skills and the commitment required to sustain you throughout your undergraduate medical education. And I look forward to getting to know you and watching your success over the next 4 years. And while Elder Laverly would suggest that this is going to take a long time, it will not. 4 years will fly by, and I know that I'll be seeing you here at that time to congratulate you into the next stage of your career. When you have a moment, please read the words of wisdom shared by the University of Manitoba medical alumni celebrating their 50th milestone reunion this year. The cards are on your chairs, and we're delighted that the members of the MD class of 1973 took the time to thoughtfully offer you some firsthand insights and advice as you begin this incredible journey. As you will discover, the Rady Faculty of Health Sciences is committed to and known for our leadership in social accountability, equity, diversity and inclusion, and anti-racism initiatives, Indigenous health, interprofessional collaboration, and a robust research enterprise in the clinical and basic sciences, including a focus on global public health, infectious disease, and public health research. The Max Rady College of Medicine's goal over the last several years has been to graduate a diverse medical school body that reflects the communities that we serve. And you, the 125-member class of 2027, is just that. We have 66 female students, 57 male, 2 students who identify as non-binary, 10 Indigenous students, 5 students enrolled in the French bilingual stream, 59 students with rural attributes, which includes rural roots, rural work experience, or rural volunteer experience. The age range of your class is 20 to 38 years. In addition, among our class of 2027, 31 students are the first generation of their family that graduated from university or college. 62 students were raised in a family with annual household incomes below the median in Canada. 53 students consider themselves to be members of a visible minority. 38 students' primary language is other than English or French. 33 students worked in their teens in order to contribute to family income. And the class also includes some individuals who identified as living with a disability and students or their families who came to Canada as refugees. And with your diverse life experience and backgrounds, I know you will learn from one another and from your teachers to make the most of this opportunity. As you will discover here at the Max Rady College of Medicine, we have much in place with your best interests in mind as you embark on your journey. We are focused on creating an equitable, diverse, and inclusive learning environment that is free of discrimination and safe for all learners. We as a faculty condemn all forms of racism, recognizing existing systemic racism within our faculty and acknowledge our responsibility to intervene when witnessing any racism. The core value of the Rady faculty is our commitment to social accountability. Key to delivering on this mandate is for our learners to engage with communities we serve through many different avenues. Each of you will engage in service learning during your first 2 years of the MD program. We participate in Discovery Day, which some of you may have attended as high school students, and operate the Biomedical Youth Program and the BYP Camp to engage with students from underrepresented groups to get them excited about science and health careers. We run the Swish basketball program on campus over the summer to give neighborhood children a positive fitness activity, and the Winnipeg Interprofessional Student-Run Health Clinic, or WISH Clinic, is an opportunity for you to get involved and work together with students from other professions to improve the health and well-being of community members. A unique aspect of the Rady Faculty of Health Sciences are our commitment to interprofessional health education. You'll be introduced shortly to the Office of Interprofessional Collaboration, or IPC, and you will be grouped together with learners from other Rady colleges and programs and participate in interprofessional activities and sessions over the next 2 years. The IPC program enhances communication among health professionals, builds relationships, creates team environment for healthcare delivery, and ultimately improve patient care and outcomes. You will find when patients engage with a healthcare professional with whom they can identify, there is an increased level of comfort and a feeling that they will be heard and understood. A diversity of healthcare providers brings different cultural and professional views that allows students and physicians to broaden their perspectives and learn from one another. In my own practice, it's a team who provides outstanding patient care. Everybody has a unique and vital role to play on the team, learn from them, and value all of them. While you will be challenging you to learn a lot of material over the next 4 years, what is more important will be our teaching you how to think and evaluate new knowledge as it is generated so that you can apply it to deliver the best care possible to your patients throughout your career. Indeed, you're beginning a health career that expects and will require you to engage in lifelong learning. Importantly, you've been granted a great privilege to serve your community as a future physician. You must take your role as future physician seriously. That means reflecting on posts to social media, your actions in your personal lives, at school, and at medical student events. You are not only an ambassador for the University of Manitoba Max Rady College of Medicine, but also for the profession of medicine. After you recite the physician's pledge later this morning, you will be accepting responsibility to honor our profession and be accountable as a physician in training. I wish you all the best as you begin this adventure. Remember, you are never alone on this journey. We are here to help and support you to succeed and thrive as you become caring, competent, and skilled physicians. Your families and friends are also here to support you and cheer you on. Make sure you make space for them during the next 4 years, as they will help sustain you throughout your training more than anyone else. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dean Nickerson. I am delighted to invite University of Manitoba President and Vice Chancellor Dr. Michael Benerock to bring greetings on behalf of the University of Manitoba.
Thank you, Dr. Butler, and congratulations to the incoming class, and congratulations to all the families and friends that are here today. It is truly wonderful to see everybody here today, and it is an exciting time. I know you've heard this from Dean Nickerson, but I did want to reiterate that you should know that the Max Rady College of Medicine offers a world-class education that will prepare you for an impactful and meaningful career. And I don't just say that. I want you to know that as I travel around the world meeting our alumni, I meet many physicians, many doctors who have graduated from the University of Manitoba. And they invariably start the conversation by saying, I want you to know how amazing my education was at the University of Manitoba and what that's allowed me to accomplish. This spring, we at the University of Manitoba and the School of Medicine presented an alum, Dr. Jen Gunter, with an honorary degree. And in her speech, she spoke about the quality of education she received here at the University of Manitoba and how it prepared her to work at the same level as her peers in Ivy League schools. Now, if you don't know who Dr. Gunter is, she has 2 New York Times best-selling books, The Menopause Manifesto and The Vagina Bible, translated into 15 languages and counting because it's growing. And she has a massive social media following and is arguably one of the world's most influential OBGYNs. You will hear later today, this morning, from another exceptional alum, Dr. Joss Reimer, who's sitting on the podium with us. And if you were in Manitoba during the pandemic, you'll likely remember her as the medical lead and official spokesperson for the Manitoba Provincial COVID Vaccine Task Force. And Dr. Reimer is now the Chief Medical Officer for Winnipeg and was recently voted Humanitarian of the Year by Doctors Manitoba. But I think one of the things she accomplished during the COVID was how she was able to translate complex medical information in a way that was meaningful to the Manitoba public and convince those who weren't sure about vaccinations to be vaccinated and to take care during COVID. And I know that we all in the province of Manitoba were enriched by her and the information she was able to relay. And these are just 2 of the incredible careers that began right here at the University of Manitoba. And like each of you, these exceptional physicians was once first-year medical student, likely feeling much like you are today. A little bit nervous, optimistic, confident, you should be confident, a little terrified of what's coming. But this is a big moment, and you're in good hands, and you're not alone, as Dr. Nickerson told you. Look around you. We are a community that celebrates diversity. We want everyone to feel at home here. I encourage you to be yourself and make space for others to do the same. Listen to one another, learn from each other, and remember that you have a significant impact on the experience of those around you. You already have so much to be proud of, but stay humble, as Elder Lavallee told you. There is much work. There will be mistakes, lessons ahead. We could do a bit better with O Canada also. Embrace it all because it's why you're here. And reach out to the supports available to you when you need them. Once again, welcome to the University of Manitoba. Congratulations on getting here today, and I wish you all the best in your journey ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Benarek. Our next speaker represents a critical partner of the Max Rady College of Medicine and our learners and trainee. It is my pleasure to now invite Ms. Lynette Saragusa, Chief Executive Officer, Shared Health, Vice Dean, Education, to bring greetings on behalf of Shared Health.
Thank you so much. Good morning, honored guests, faculty, members, friends, family, and our future physicians. I'm so pleased to be here with you today to commemorate your achievement as you enter in the Rady Faculty of Health Sciences College of Medicine. I want to extend a warm welcome to each of you who will soon become valued members of our healthcare teams. As medical students, your unique perspectives, your different backgrounds, and your brilliant minds will contribute to to improving the health of individuals and communities throughout our province. As I look out at all of you here today, about to embark on a monumental climb towards your goal in becoming physicians, I cannot help but think of the personal challenge that I myself took earlier this month. And I climbed the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. And you get a lot of time to think when you're on the mountainside, unplugged from the world. So if you will indulge me for a moment, I'd like to share with you some of my mountain climbing learnings with you. First, take time to reflect on what brought you to this moment, this place, this starting point. The effort that you put in to prepare for this moment, the people who supported you along the way, and your unwavering pursuit of your goal. You deserve to be here, and the motivation that brought you here today is going to carry you past any obstacles that you encounter, and it will propel you towards your destination. Keep your vision focused on the summit, because that represents your goals and your dreams and your hopes. As you set out on these early steps forward, you will be filled with excitement and adrenaline. Pace yourself so that you have sustained energy for the journey ahead of you. Amidst the hard work, you will find joy when you take care of your mind, body, and spirit along the way. Be prepared that there will be times when your load feels heavy and you're feeling weary on this journey. And sometimes you may feel like you want to walk alone and have some solitude, but remember that there is company nearby and they will always support you in pursuit of your dream. You will be surrounded with good people with tremendous experience. Stay humble and let them guide you and inspire you. There is strength in accepting support, and there are many resources that will be available to help you. Take it slow, one step at a time, and before you know it, you will reach that final destination, accompanied by your friends and your colleagues and your families. And despite any fatigue that you may have, the sense of accomplishment when you arrive will be exhilarating and unforgettable. And as you appreciate the view from the top and you look back at the path from where you came from, you might be surprised to realize that the most memorable moments, this inner strength you developed, the wisdom you gained, the laughter, and the lessons all came not from reaching the destination, but actually from the journey along the way. The everyday accomplishments that you achieve over time will shape who you will become and will be a source of pride and stay with you always. So on behalf of Shared Health and the entire healthcare system, I wish you all the greatest success in your studies, and we look forward to supporting you along your journey. We can't wait to introduce you to evolving innovation and best practices and amazing healthcare teams, and also the wonderful patients and families that we have the privilege of serving. We will provide you with opportunities to explore many different clinical environments in order to enhance your experiences, but also help you find the best fit that will match your talents and passions. So in closing, I would say your future awaits you, and it's a very exciting future for all of you. Aim high.
Our next speaker plays a key role in our profession of medicine. I'd like to invite Dr. Anna Zomek, Registrar, College of Physicians and Surgeons of Manitoba, to bring greetings on behalf of the college.
Thank you for inviting me. As I was trying to decide what I should say today, I spoke to my daughter, who's also a physician, and asked her what she remembers of the white coat ceremony. She remembers being anxious, she remembers being happy, being thrilled, not really knowing how this was all going to go. So then I asked, what do you remember about the things people said at this ceremony? To which she replied, not much. Hence, I'm not going to say much to you, just a few thoughts and something for you to reflect on if you remember it. But if you don't, it's okay too. You're the lucky ones. You got accepted to medical school. You've worked so hard to get here. Congratulations. You'll be granted great privilege. Even as medical students, you'll be allowed to enter spaces with your patients that no one else can enter. It is a privilege. The privilege society gives you needs to be earned and needs to be respected. From today, the public will see you as physicians. You will represent our profession in all the things that you do, privately, publicly, in medical school. People will see you as a physician. You need to remember that. You're new registrants of the College of Physicians and Surgeons. I hope that after completing your schooling, you will stay on in Manitoba to look after us. You will become, as what's known in high school, some high schools, lifers with the college. That is what I would like to see. We need all of you here, and we're thrilled to see so many of you, such a diverse and wonderful group. Medical school will be difficult. You'll be tired, stressed, daunted by everything that you have to go through. Taking care of yourselves is very important. Share the hard times, but share the good times. You have friends and family who are always going to be at your side. Everything is better when you share it with the people that you trust. Never lose the joy this profession will bring you as you care for your patients. And remember that it's not what you're looking at, it's what you see that should guide you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Zomek. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce the distinguished alumnus who will give this year's Allen Class Memorial Address. Dr. Joss Reimer graduated from the University of Manitoba in 2008 with her MD. In 2015, she completed her residency in public health and general preventative medicine and earned her master's in public health at the Max Rady College of Medicine. She is an expert in physician leadership and public health and currently serves as the Chief Medical Officer and lead of medical services in the Winnipeg Regional Health Authority. Dr. Reimer is currently President-elect of the Canadian Medical Association and will start her term there in May 2024. Prior to assuming her current position in 2022, Dr. Reimer was the medical lead and official spokesperson for Manitoba's COVID-19 vaccine implementation task force. In this role, she led the province through the largest vaccine campaign in its history. In recognition of her exceptional leadership of the vaccine project, Doctors Manitoba honored her in 2022 with the Dr. Jack Armstrong Humanitarian Award. As an associate professor since on faculty since 2012. She's been inspiring students within the departments of family medicine and community health sciences. Prior to the pandemic, she worked as the medical director of public and population health in the WRHA. She maintained practice expertise in drug-related harms, sexually transmitted infection, infectious diseases, cannabis, and health equity. She also served as Director of Undergraduate Medical Education and Population Health at the University of Manitoba. Dr. Reimer maintains a part-time clinical practice in low-risk obstetrics at the Health Sciences Center Women's Hospital. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Reimer.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Butler and Dr. Benarash, for those kind words. It's really an honor to be able to speak with you today and for this invitation. Before I begin, I really want to thank Elder LaValle for those wise words that you shared with us as a settler in these lands and as a physician who's committed to serving my community. I'm so thankful that the first lesson that these new students got to hear was the one that you brought today. And I hope that that helps frame and shape the way that you go forward in your medical career, learning from people like Elder LaValle here at the University of Manitoba. So thank you so much. It wasn't that many years ago that I was sitting where you are, in these seats, waiting for my own white coat at the University of Manitoba. For me, I chose medicine because I wanted a career where I would get to make the world a better place. And that may be the reason for you, or maybe it's something different. But it's important to think about what brought you to today. I remember on this day feeling an immense pride that I was going to be taking that first step towards making the world a better place, that I was going to be part of this community. I also remember feeling anxious about what it meant for me, for my future. I remember feeling anxious about whether or not I would succeed. Thinking about that moment, standing before you today, I'd like to share some personal reflections that may help shape your road ahead. And while you will walk this path in your own unique way, I invite you to stay connected with each other. You will have some highs and some lows, but together with each other, you will learn, you will laugh, you will cry, and without a doubt, you will succeed. In fact, you already have. A huge congratulations to all of you to get to where you are today. It is a massive accomplishment to be where you are. And I actually want you all to just take a moment to really absorb this moment. Look around at your future colleagues who are sitting next to you. Look around at your loved ones, your family, your friends who have come to support you today, at the healthcare leaders who are here and who want you to succeed. I want you to really think about what brought you here, why you want to be a physician, everything you've gone through to get to today. And I want you to capture this moment, because while being a physician is an incredibly rewarding career, you have also taken a difficult path. And I want you to capture this moment so that whether you remember any of the words any of us said, that you remember how you felt right now. And when things are hard, that you can look back on how you felt and what brought you to today to guide you into tomorrow. So really take that moment, breathe it in, capture that, and keep it with you as you go through the next 4 years and your whole career in front of you. Especially given what we've been through in the last few years with the pandemic. You've gone through something that none of us had to do on our path into medicine. The last few years have been challenging for all of us. And despite the challenges that you've seen in the healthcare system, that you may have experienced in your own lives, you chose to dedicate yourselves to serving your community, to taking care of patients. And for that, I commend you. That you saw how hard things had been and you thought, I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of the solution. And so thank you. There is more than enough work to go around, and we're so thankful to see all of you here today, and we want to see you succeed, to be able to join us in helping to support our communities. So as Chief Medical Officer, my role is to provide recommendations and guidance that are rooted in science. But today I'm going to set that aside and instead share guidance that's rooted in my own personal experiences, with the hope that you'll find maybe some nuggets of it helpful as you embark on this wonderful journey that is medicine. The first thing that I'll say that I know Lynette also said is that you absolutely belong. Some of you right now might be feeling anxious. You feel like you're surrounded by people who are smarter than you, that everybody here has different experiences than you. Maybe you feel like you snuck in somehow, but you did not. You are where you are meant to be. You were chosen because of who you are, because of the work that you have done, because of the passion that you have to serve your future patients. And so you very much belong as part of this group, and even when the road gets hard, I want you to remember that you belong here. This is not a mistake. But there is no right path. Each of you took your own unique path to get to today. You have very unique experiences. You have unique drivers, different things that led you to make the decisions that you did. Some of you may already know what specialty you want to pursue. Others, you don't know yet. And even those of you who do, you may end up finding out that that's not the path for you. And that's okay. There's no right or wrong way to go through the next 4 years or the next career. For myself, I started off in obstetrics and gynecology thinking that was going to be the career path for me. So I went through medical school thinking that's where I was going to go. I matched to obstetrics and gynecology in the CARMS match and did several years in that residency before realizing that that wasn't the right path for me. And despite that being a difficult decision and a difficult time, switching to public health was a wonderful decision, and I've created a career that I absolutely love. And so for many of you, you're going to feel stressed about where you go and how to make all the right decisions. Should you do research in the summer? Should you do an early exposure somewhere? And I want you to try to think about all of those choices as opportunities for learning. There's not going to be one thing that's going to lead you down the right way. And what your path looks like, maybe it's research, maybe it's an early exposure, maybe it's taking time off to spend time with friends and family. Whatever the choices you make are, think of them as opportunities that help shape your future, and be open to changing your path, because you never know what might come of all of your experiences and where this career may take you. Keep an open mind and embrace the unexpected. I also want to remind you, you've chosen a caring profession. You will touch people's lives in the way that no one else gets to. Some moments are going to bring intense joy. You're going to get to tell someone that their child has been born, or tell someone their cancer is in remission. But some moments will be heartbreaking, where you're going to have to tell a loved one that their loved one has passed away, or that someone has a condition that they're going to have to deal with for the rest of their life, or that the rest of their life is going to be short. And those moments will be hard. But you have chosen this profession because you care about the people that you're going to be working with, and you want to help them through that and do everything you can to make those moments as positive as possible. You want to impact your community, and I am excited to see what you will achieve as you care for others. But as you're caring for others, never forget that you are also human. Sometimes you will be the patient. And even when you're not the patient, you will always be you. And so while you care for others, you need to also take care of yourself. And you need to take care of each other. When I went through residency, I experienced some burnout. And it was an incredibly difficult time in my life. You feel like a failure when you go through something like that. And yet I had great support from the people around me, from some of the people who are standing or sitting behind me. This community wants you to succeed. And so while you are human, we want you to support each other and to reach out when you need support, because we know how great your future can be. And even if you are someone who experiences burnout or someone who changes their mind, you don't know what your future may bring and where your career may take you. Since that time, it's become a passion of mine to really promote physician wellness and to create environments and systems that help us thrive in our practices, from when we're learners straight through to when we have our own practices. What I would say is, don't let medicine change you. Instead, change medicine. Be the future that we need. As physicians, we can also have a broader impact than just the patient in front of us. For some of us, that's in the classroom. For some, it's in the clinic, the hospital. For some, it's in advocacy, in government. For some, it's in the media. I said earlier that my reason for going into medicine was because I wanted to make the world a better place. This is what I love about public health, is that I feel like I literally get paid to try to make the world a better place, to try to make things better so that people can be healthy and reach their full potential. The job of public health is to try to look at those factors in the community and make them better. But it's also what drove me to run for president of the Canadian Medical Association. I got involved with the CMA to lend my support to building better medical culture, creating a future of health where everyone, both the practitioners and the patients, are fully supported. But as the next generation of medicine, you are that future. And you are going to take up where those of us on the stage have left the work. And you will change medicine, and you will change the world. You will further the practice of medicine for everyone's benefit. I am so excited to see how each of you will find your own way and your own path to making the world a better place, whether it's through the university, whether it's through the CMA, government, advocacy, physician leadership, partnering with community organizations, research. Whatever it is, each and every one of you can make a difference with the patient in front of you and with the community overall. In closing, I want to give a huge shout out to all the friends, the family, the loved ones who are here today. Thank you for helping these students get to where they are today. They've already had a long and difficult road, and you've been there for them. And I know that they're thankful to each and every one of you as well. And thank you to those who weren't able to be here. I know you have many loved ones who couldn't be here today, but who were important, whether they were supporting you emotionally, financially, spiritually. Your networks have brought you where you are today. So thank you to everyone here for helping this group to be the future of medicine. It is not easy to be a medical student. It's not easy to be a resident or a practicing physician. But I can tell you with 100% certainty that I am just as optimistic about the future of health, of healthcare, of medicine today as I was the day I was sitting in that chair that you're in. I continue to be inspired every day by the physicians and the learners' dedication to providing exceptional care, developing creative solutions to the problems they face, collaborating to make the world a better place. The pandemic really just taught me so much about what we can do as a community when we work together and when we want to make a difference. And I think a lot of you saw similar lessons, and that's maybe what brought you here today. So looking out on all of you today, sitting in those chairs that I so clearly remember sitting in, I know you will change the world, and I can't wait to see it. Congratulations. All the best for the years ahead, and I look forward to our paths crossing again, whether it's at the university, on the ward, or anywhere in the future. Thank you. Merci beaucoup, and miigwech.
That was great. Thank you, Dr. Reimer. Now it's time for an award announcement. The Dr. Alan H. Lipson Memorial Award in Medicine is awarded to a medical student who has demonstrated participation and leadership through volunteer and extracurricular activities, either at the Max Rady College of Medicine or in the community at large. This year's recipient is Ms. Suman Memo, class of 2024. Ms. Avis Raber and Suman will join me now, please, on stage for the presentation. Congratulations, Ms. Memon. changed the tables on me after I set up this morning. Now what you've all been waiting for. We move to the white coat ceremony for the Max Rady College of Medicine class of 2027. Through ceremonies and rituals, society passes on its values and publicly acknowledges the importance of certain transitions in the lives of its members. Such events provide inspiration and help to outline society's expectations. The Arnold P. Gold Foundation White Coat Ceremony welcomes entering medical students and helps enlist a psychological contract for the practice of medicine. This event emphasizes the importance of compassionate care for the patient as well as scientific proficiency. The White Coat Ceremony was initiated on August 20th, 1993 at the Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons. Currently, a white coat ceremony or similar event takes place at a majority of Canadian, American, and international medical schools. I'd now like to ask our cloakers to stand as they're named and step forward, please. Dean Nickerson. Lynette Saragusa, CEO, Shared Health. Dr. Michael Benerach, President and Vice Chancellor, University of Manitoba. Dr. Joss Reimer, Allen Class Memorial Address Keynote Speaker. Dr. Anna Zomek, Registrar, College of Physicians and Surgeons of Manitoba. Dr. Maury Pinsk, Assistant Dean, Undergraduate Medical Education. Dr. Aviva Goldberg, Associate Dean, Student Affairs, Undergraduate Medical Education. Ms. Melanie McKinnon, Executive Director, Ngomaswin. Dr. Sarah Israels, Associate Dean, Academic Affairs. And me, Dr. James Butler, Associate Dean, UGME. Parents, you are invited to take photos of your children, and if other family members, you have to update this, and other friends and family, if you're, it's not just parents, if other family or friends are present, you are more than, please take photos as we cloak our students. Please refrain from approaching the stage, but you may stand in the aisles while you take your pictures. Please ensure that you make way for other individuals and, of course, for our students. The cloaking of the class of 2027 begins with our first 10 students.
Aisha Ali,
Josh Anderson,
Demi Andromedis,
Trisha Ancharola,
Bona Baisa,
Mohammed Bajwa,
Janelle Beaulieu,
Sarah Beal,
Karan Bassan, Ahmed Bihi.
Gabriella Boga,
David Bogomolny,
Jamie Bowers,
Cardenvere Brar,
Kiana Brown,
Alea Capello.
Michael Castro. My name is Andre Kaimo.
Jaskrin Chadda,
Urvi Chaudhry, Jeanette Comte,
Julia Costantini, Jenna Cross,
Caitlin Culleton.
Kayla Curtis,
Huang Thi Kim Dang,
Mawar Davidovich.
Nina Dubek,
Elijah Edie.
We do encourage family participation, so we don't mind the noise. It's really a celebration.
Harrison Ingen, Dustin Erickson,
Mireille Skander, Sabrin Fouquet,
Evan Govin.
Naomi Gabru, Kavneet Guman, Doris Gubron,
Marcus Swan,
Michelle Guimond.
Devanan Habon, Madeline Hamilton, Regina Clausen,
Samir Hassan, Mohammed Hyatt, Andre Hebert,
Philippa Maslin,
Alicia Iverson, Abby Johnston, Nicola Kish.
Jason Coe,
Artur Kreuter.
Mariana Kutuzova,
Chan Ho Lee, Andrew Lee, Jeffrey Lee,
Jessica Lee, Kagan Lilly.
Ethan Lindgren.
Stacy Line.
Rhett Locke.
Jennifer Law.
Richard Dominic Luyan. Cole Magnus. Peyton Malcolm.
Ezra Marquez. Noah Martin.
Grayson McLennan.
Jamie McNichol. Sydney Mead.
Claire Meyer.
Parker Melnick.
Caitlin Merrill.
Sasha Boda. Krista Julian Moreno.
Haley Morso.
Shay Mulvihill.
Minahil Noor.
Travis Obermeyer.
Oriafe Grace Okunu.
Brandon Paradosky.
Alice Fung. Sophie Poirier-Cole. Carly Proto-Amino.
Akil Ramdoyle.
Ikjot Gaur Randava. Caitlin Rentz.
Kayla Reynolds.
Nicole Russell. Fatima Sakib.
Luke Savard.
Leo Schwartz. Shreya Sharma.
Benita Shin.
Lauren Shute.
Adam Shaken.
Dalo Siemens.
Tamara Singh.
Brett Sarant.
Brandon Sitch.
Cass Sarkey.
Hannah Steinman DeVisser.
Chris Stockel.
Leah Sullivan.
Kiana Tate.
Jacob Tallman.
Tiffany Shilling Tantikun.
Quinn Tays.
Ruchira Thomas.
Sarah Thompson.
Mateusz Tomczyk.
Gerald Trujillo.
Tim Unger.
Ben Van Bastelaar.
Kate Verkine.
Miko Vorster.
Joshua Waldman.
Dylan Walker.
Samuel Weeb.
Sierra Weeb.
Jeffrey Wilson.
Ben Waldo.
Julie Singan Yoon.
Kamran Zahid.
Victoria Zhang. Vicky Zhang.
Wow, that was wonderful. We'll just wait for the students to take their seats. Dr. Nickerson will now recite the Physician's Pledge. All physicians in the audience are invited to rise and join in the recitation of the pledge.
All right, everybody up. I'm not doing it by myself. You're going to do it with me. So we'll start and we'll go together. As a member of the medical profession, I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of humanity. The health and well-being of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the autonomy and dignity of my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will not permit consideration of age, disease, or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient. I respect the secrets that are confided in me, even after the patient has died. I will practice my profession with consciousness and dignity and in accordance with good medical practice. I will foster the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. I will give to my teachers, colleagues, and students the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of healthcare. I will attend to my own health, well-being, and abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Thank you very much. You may be seated. Well, I can't wait for this year to really begin, and this is the opening of it all. So I'm really looking forward to getting to know you all. I'm going to be meeting all of you over the next few months, and it's going to be a pleasure, I'm sure, to hear how things are going. I want to thank all our speakers who participated in today's inaugural exercises, particularly to Dr. Joss Reimer for such an inspiring keynote address. We are proud to call you an alumni and look forward to seeing the positive impact you will have leading the Canadian Medical Association. I also want to especially acknowledge Dr. Jim Butler, who just became Associate Dean this year of UGME, and his team in undergraduate medical education for organizing today's special ceremony. I know Jim is excited as well to be leading the undergraduate medical education program, and I know that he's going to put his heart and soul into it, and I'm looking forward to, and I think you're going to benefit by what he brings to the table. So thanks, Jim. Parents, we're grateful that we were able to share today's events with you. Thanks for participating the way you did. It's great to hear the family support, and I always think it's a highlight of as the students come up. We will hear you even louder at graduation in 2027, I'm sure. Congratulations to all. Please enjoy the reception on the second floor of the Basic Medical Sciences building, which is up and onto the, to my left, to your right, and enjoy the rest of this important day. Thanks for coming. You're dismissed.